You know what's crazy? In a sport where being tall is everything, a 5 feet 8 inches guy is making headlines. Yuki Kawamura isn't just playing basketball, he's revolutionizing it. And get this, he's doing it against guys who are literally a foot taller than him. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. Did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. Imagine being in a forest of redwoods and somehow you're the one everyone's looking up to. That's Yuki on the court. He's not just holding his own, he's running the show. How's he doing it? That's what we're about to break down. And trust me, it's gonna blow your mind. A 5 feet 8 inches guy is making waves in the NBA. That's Yuki Kawamura. Picture this, Kawamura walking into an NBA gym for the first time. All eyes are on him, and you can practically hear the whispers. Is this guy lost? Did he take a wrong turn at the ticket office? But Yuki's not lost. He's exactly where he's meant to be. Let's rewind a bit and talk about how this Japanese sensation ended up on an NBA court. Kawamura's journey started in Japan's B-League, where he wasn't just good. He was on another level. He snagged both MVP and Rookie of the Year in the same season. That's like hitting a home run and catching a touchdown pass in the same game. It just doesn't happen. His stats were off the charts. Kawamura was averaging 20 points and 7 assists per game, making defenders look like they were stuck in quicksand. He was zipping past guys a foot taller than him like they were standing still. And that's when NBA scouts started paying attention. At first, they probably thought it was a fluke, a 5 feet 8 inches guy dominating in Japan? Sure, but could he hang with the big boys in the NBA? Turns out, Yuki was more than ready to prove them wrong. In his workouts, he was outrunning, outgunning, and flat out embarrassing guys who towered over him. The Memphis Grizzlies saw something special in Kawamura. They saw a guy who could change the game, who could make their team better just by stepping on the court. So they took a chance. They signed him, proving that in the NBA, heart can be just as important as height. But signing with the Grizzlies was just the beginning. Kawamura had to prove he belonged, that he wasn't just some novelty act. And boy did he deliver. In his first preseason game, he came off the bench and immediately made an impact. He was threading passes through gaps that shouldn't even exist, finding teammates before they even knew they were open. But threading impossible passes was just the start of Kawamura's magic show. Imagine being the shortest guy on the court, surrounded by towering defenders, yet still managing to steal the spotlight. That's exactly what happened in Kawamura's next game, and it left both teammates and opponents scratching their heads in disbelief. Kawamura steps onto the court for his first real NBA preseason game. The arena's buzzing, and all eyes are on him. He's not just facing taller opponents, he's looking up at guys who could use him as an armrest. How's he gonna compete? That's the question on everyone's mind. But then, something incredible happens. Kawamura starts moving, and it's like he's playing a completely different game. He's zipping around defenders like they're standing still. His speed and agility are off the charts. 1 second, he's at the top of the key. The next, he's somehow under the basket, dishing out a no-look pass that leaves everyone stunned. Kawamura's highlight reel from that game is insane. There's this one play where a 7-footer tries to block a shot. Most guys would get swatted into next week, right? Not Yuki. He fakes left, spins right, and before the big man can even react, Kawamura's already scored. It's like watching a magician perform his best trick. But here's the craziest part. It's not just 1 or 2 plays. Kawamura's doing this all game long. By halftime, he's racked up more assists than some guys get in a whole game. His court vision is next level. He's seeing passing lanes that shouldn't even exist, threading the needle with pinpoint accuracy. The reactions from his teammates and opponents say it all. You see guys on the bench jumping up, shouting, pointing at Kawamura like they can't believe what they're seeing. Even the opposing coach is shaking his head, but you can see a little smile there too. It's like they're all thinking, how is this 5 feet 8 inches guy dominating? While everyone's still trying to figure out how Kawamura dominates at his height, there's something even more impressive going on. It's not just his physical skills. This guy's got a secret weapon that's leaving NBA veterans scratching their heads. Kawamura's not just fast, he's playing the game like he's got a crystal ball. It's like he can see 3 moves ahead. Kawamura's not just impressing on the court, he's changing how the whole team plays. The Grizzlies are moving faster, passing sharper, and playing with more energy. His basketball IQ is contagious. But there's an even bigger challenge he's facing, defending bigger players. Kawamura is using his size to his advantage, being scrappy, relentless, and always in the right place. He's averaging 2 steals a game in the preseason and even blocking shots. His teammates are calling him tough and scrappy, saying they'd rather go up against another 7-footer than try to score on Yuki. Yuki Kawamura is proving that size doesn't matter in the NBA. This 5 feet 8 inches dynamo is changing the game, showing that heart and skill can beat height any day. He's not just playing, he's dominating, making guys a foot taller look like they're stuck in mud. Kawamura's story is shaking up the NBA. People are starting to realize that maybe, just maybe, we've been looking at basketball all wrong. It's not about how high you can reach, it's about how smart you can play. The future's looking bright for our Japanese sensation. Keep your eyes on Yuki Kawamura, folks. He's not just playing in the NBA, he's rewriting the rulebook. Who knows? Maybe we'll see more 5 feet 8 inches superstars lighting up the court soon. Now that would be something. Thank you.